Israel's Prime Minister has expressed anger at the physical state of Israeli hostages in videos released by Hamas over the weekend, likening their appearance to Holocaust victims. Middle East correspondent Matthew Doran is live in Jerusalem this morning. Matt, hello. What's the Prime Minister's claim here?
Emma, good morning. Benjamin Netanyahu is furious at the condition that these two men have appeared in during these released hostage videos by Hamas and the Palestinian Islamic Jihad group. The two hostages, Rom Brazlavsky and Evitar David, both appeared very gaunt, very fragile, emaciated in these videos. The first time that they have been seen in a very, very long time. They have been both held now for more than 600 days in Gaza by those two groups. And the Israeli Prime Minister is saying that, again, there is no starvation in Gaza. It is the Israeli hostages who are being starved. Now, that is in direct contravention or completely at odds with all of the evidence coming out of Gaza at the moment from basically every humanitarian agency operating in this space, that starvation has taken hold right across the strip. But Benjamin Netanyahu sticking to his rhetoric there and accusing Hamas here of not actually wanting to come up with any sort of ceasefire and hostage deal, simply wanting to put out this sort of material to break the spirit of the Israeli people. He says that that won't happen, and here is how he described his response or his reaction to those videos a short time ago.
You see them languishing in the dungeon, but the Hamas monsters that surround them, they have thick arms of flesh. They have everything they need to eat. They are starving them like the Nazis starved the Jews.
That is Benjamin Netanyahu in a video statement released by his office a short time ago. Now, we do need to obviously bring you Hamas's response to this, because we know that Benjamin Netanyahu, as well as releasing that statement, he's also been on the phone to the local representatives of the International Red Cross, and he's been demanding that the Red Cross facilitate the delivery of aid and medical treatment to the remaining Israeli hostages still in Gaza. 50 of them still held by Hamas and the Islamic Jihad group. Only 20, though, are believed to still be alive. Hamas has issued a statement in the last short while saying it is prepared to facilitate that sort of access, but only if Israel opens up all humanitarian corridors into Gaza. Effectively, the group is saying here that these captives are experiencing exactly the same conditions as the hundreds of thousands, the more than 2 million Palestinians inside Gaza who are experiencing extreme hunger at the moment, even though in the last week or so those aid restrictions put in place by Israel have been wound back partially. They are still very much in force there. Hamas saying it will allow help to go to the hostages, but only if help also goes to the broader Palestinian population.
Matthew, the Israeli military is facing accusations it targeted a medical facility in Gaza over the weekend. What can you tell us about that?
Well, the Palestinian Red Crescent Society has said that its headquarters in the southern Gazan city of Khan Younis was hit in the very early hours of Sunday morning local time. The first strike caused a fire to break out on an upper floor of the building, and another two attacks shortly after hit the building as crews were trying to extinguish that fire and evacuate staff. Now, one PRCS staffer was killed in this attack, another 3 were injured, and the organisation is saying that Israel knew full well that this is a humanitarian facility and that it has breached international law as a result of this attack. What we've heard from the Israel Defence Forces, we approached them for a comment earlier today, local time. They have said that they are aware of these reports that the Palestinian Red Crescent Society headquarters were hit and that they are investigating, but would not make any further comment there. It does again go to this argument that has been put forward repeatedly throughout the course of 22 months of war, that Israel has been indiscriminately attacking parts of Gaza, and that a number of times hospitals and health facilities have been hit despite having protections under international law. They do lose that protection if they are found to be used by Hamas or any other militants as shelters there. The PRCS certainly saying, not suggesting that that has ever been the case here, but it is again further evidence of how this is playing out. Khan Younis, where this attack happened, is is an area which is experiencing so-called tactical truces during daytime hours, or from 8 a.m. through until 10 p.m. To allow aid to get into those very densely populated areas. But of course, this attack happened outside of those hours, showing that even though these pauses are in place, aid is getting in, that bombardment also continues.